But one thing also very interesting about Nepali language is that in French you have like vous and tu for informal and formal address, but in Nepali you have like ta, timi, tapai, hazur, which is like for something you have to say to someone younger than you, someone equal to you, like equal in age, someone older than you, and then someone who's like the highest level of respect that you can show to a person in a formal setting, and to someone who's learning Nepali for the first time, I would suggest them to start learning with the like with vous. Like in French, you should start with jour or tapai because that is more respectful, even if you're talking to someone who's same age or younger person than you, because that's more respectful and easier for starters.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Japanese in a way because you have all
Yeah.
the different the chan, kun, dan, and sensei. They kind of like give some sort of like information about their relationship with you or the amount of respect that you have to give. And that's kind of like an interesting point because I wanted to more ask you, since Nepali and French and Italian are completely different to each other, are there any like similar languages that could help in improving in Nepali if you already know them?
Nepali and Hindi
Mm.
both come from Sanskrit, and a lot of the words and even like the jokes and some of the meaning of some of the words are very similar. Even the sentence structure is very similar, and a lot of people in Nepal speak Hindi as well. So I would suggest people to learn Hindi.
Yeah, I mean, Hindi is an extremely popular language, and it's like a very great gateway to kind of learning more of the Asian languages. So it's definitely something that people can take into consideration. But you're also learning other languages, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I wanted to more ask you if there are any like fun or surprising differences that you noticed while comparing to Nepali.
So, especially with French, I think this language demands a lot of precision, but my native language, Nepali, allows for more ambiguity. Like, for example, in French, people usually say je pense, but in Nepali, we say malai lagcha, which means it seems to me. And the difference is very subtle, but I find it very important because French is more certain, but in Nepali, we're more open and willing to be wrong. We're always, playing it in the safe side or something. And I find that very funny as well.
Yeah.
That's really quite interesting because je pense has this, I think, like the I is in this focus, or the me is in the focus. And then it seems to me is so much more objective. Like it is the object. It seems to me, yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting also because a lot of languages are always known to be always full of rules and stuff. So having a language that it's kind of like more akin to being flexible, it's something that is not as like seen, especially for people that come in from Europe. Because I mean, there's definitely like in versions of something like Latin American Spanish that do not use as much language as much as they use context, as they use gestures. So maybe that's kind of like a secondary question that I have. Do you think, like compared to French, Nepali is a very like high context or low context language in a sense that there's a lot of gesturing going around to kind of give the context of phrases, or is it like something like German where you kind of need to speak on what exactly is going on? Maybe yeah, there's flexibility in the wording like you said, but you still need to communicate through verbs or like through phrases, otherwise like a lot of the context is missed.
I think it's a highly contextual language. Even like certain words we use are referring to, I don't know, a song or a drama or a movie, or like the way I told you the phrase Dunga Khosta Devta Pai, like when you're looking for a stone, you found a god or something like that. It's very connected to religion, spirituality, nature, like the lifestyle of Nepal in some ways, so I find it very contextual.